So folks, I know we're all busy doing our jobs here at COCC, meeting the mission of the college and changing students' lives through education, helping them change their own lives through the education that they receive here. But I want to take just a couple minutes. I want to encourage you to watch this video all the way to the end. I will make it as short and sweet as I can. And this video is in regards to phishing email. I want to introduce you to the reason why it's so important that you're aware of what to look out for phishing emails. I'm going to demonstrate a very clear phishing email today. And as other emails come up, I'll create additional videos just to remind us all to be wary and the process to protect our college from ransomware. Now, first of all, you can see Deloitte, this is actually dated, but 91% of all cyber attacks begin with a phishing email to an unexpected victim. What that means is that someone in an organization received an email, clicked on an attachment, clicked on a link, and got to releasing a virus or malware or ransomware onto their network. Now, what I want to show you here is notice ransomware 21 hours ago, right? Interesting information. Here it said ransomware attacks targeting higher ed fell, but in fact, ransomware targeting K through 12 grew 827%. Okay? Now, just do your own research. Ransomware attacks on education. And unfortunately, you'll find things within the last few days, within the last week, of so many educational facilities being affected by ransomware. Now, let me take a minute to explain what ransomware is. Ransomware is nothing more than a program that gets on the network, as you can see, primarily through phishing emails, etc., that releases an application that encrypts the data, meaning all the data on the network cannot be read, okay? So consequently, think about how we would do our work. You would do your work, no matter what your position is, if the network was down at COCC. How do we get the data back? Well, ITS would restore the data from backups they have. The problem is that's costly and that is very timely. Organizations that don't have backups of data or are unable to restore the data, unfortunately end up paying the ransom. And the ransom can be anything from $20,000. An LA school district years ago paid $20,000 to get the de-encryption key, to get their data back. And other organizations like Colonial Pipeline paid upwards of $5 to $10 million to get their data back. So let's just end this by looking at an email that is very clear spam. It's got all the red flags. I'm definitely not going to open it, but I am going to forward it. So you can see here, I've got this email. There's nothing in the body of the email except this funky code here. Okay? It's coming from someone I don't know at sort of a regular Gmail account. So what should I do with this? Well, you would think all I need to do is delete, but what I want to ask you to do is make sure that you click here and you forward the email. So you're going to want to forward that email to abuse@cocc.edu. And the reason for this is by forwarding the email, our security team can then search other emails. They can block this email from coming in. They can block this email address from going to anyone else. So do your part by forwarding the email. Very important. At that point, simply delete the email. Whatever you do, do not click on any links. Remember, I can always mouse over a link, and normally if there's a link in the email, in the bottom right, it'll show me where the link's going. And if the link is going to someplace weird or it's one of those shortcut links from Bitly, whatever you do, do not open it. Now, I am on an encrypted, protected computer that can't reach my network. I'm actually going to click and download that attachment just to look at it. Now, remember, even pictures like this can have information in them that is executed, okay? Now, this looks like a money-making scam where they're sending me an invoice. They're going to try to get me on the phone to do some things, to pay a bogus invoice and interact with them. And of course, I wouldn't do that. Let me just end with this. Keep this under 5 minutes. Whatever you do not open the attachment like I did. All right? Forward the email to abuse@COCC, delete it, and you're doing your part to protect all of us here at COCC. Take care.